vamping because when I used to start right up, as soon as I hit the button, I'd go back and watch the air checks, and it would be cut off, the beginning of what I'm doing. So I'm here going, hey, before we start the show, guess what? I think we're live. How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. My name's Andy Bumatai, and I will be your host. Now, if you're watching this on the rerun, what we do is we play a video in the beginning, and this gives a chance for the people joining us on the live stream to join the party, okay? Now, we are live. There's the date up there, and this first video actually has a precursor, because what happened was Vansmo and Miles went to a ukulele shop in Haleiwa. It was closed. So what they did was sat down in the shade, bust out their instruments, and wrote a song. Sent it to me, and I added some pictures of the Hamajang Gang, who is what we call the people in the chat. Okay? So that's the backstory. Let me show you what we got. Okay? Hold on. I'm gonna do this here, right? I gotta find it first. Watch this.
Hey! What's up, gang? Look who I found.
It's Miles.
And Vansmo here in Haleiwa. Checking out, well, we were gonna check out the cool ukulele store back there, but guess what? It's closed. It's closed. Monday and Tuesdays. Who closes on Monday and Tuesdays? Anyway, we're gonna hang out. Maybe get some fun stuff coming up for you guys.
You're watching the Daily Pidgin live.
Yoo-hoo.
How's it from the Hamajang Gang? We want to welcome you. Glad you found the Daily Pidgin. Here's what we're gonna do. Tell you about the cool things the show has got in store. And hopefully you'll join the fun and leave us wanting more. Daily Pidgin Live. Join us every day. Daily Pidgin Live. Live the island way. Daily Pidgin Live. It's the place to be. Daily Pidgin Live. Just for you and me. Lots of stuff you need to know, so don't you go away. Stories from Andy Bumatai gonna make you wanna stay. Sometimes things get twitchy, many hoonies mess with the show. The worry's part of the fun, we just go with the flow. Daily Pidgin Live, join us every day. Daily Pidgin Live, live the island way. Daily Pidgin Live, it's the place to be. Daily Pidgin Live, just for you and me. You cooped up inside, going out of your gourd. Can't go out feeling lonely, or maybe feeling bored. Doesn't matter what it is, we've got the cure, my friends. Awesome tunes, Ohana, and the chat that never ends. Daily Pidgin Live, join us every day. Daily Pidgin Live, live the island way. Daily Pidgin Live, it's the place to be. Daily Pidgin Live, just for you and me. It's funny buggers in the gang with the jokes galore. We bust out laughing every day, have us rolling on the floor. Seeing places in Aina where you miss being able to go. And that's all here and lots more on the Daily Pidgin Live show. Daily Pidgin Live, join us every day. Daily Pidgin Live, live the island way. Daily Pidgin Live, it's the place to be. Daily Pidgin Live, just for you and me. Daily Pidgin Live, ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Daily Pidgin Live, ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Daily Pigeon Live. Ba 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 da ba. Daily Pigeon Live. Ba 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 da ba.
Put two creative people together and see what happens. There you go. How's it, everybody? I forgot to start my little cool timer, but you got an idea of how long the song would be, right? And again, we're coming to you live from Hawaii. And if you're watching this in the rerun, you can fast forward and cruise around. And what you see popping up down here is the live chat. Like, take, for instance, here's Brian, better known as JBCP13, throwing some shakas, and I add him to the show right there, okay? So let's see what's going on. I was going to try to oh, yeah. I want to remind you that we will be starting officially in about a month. And everything you're seeing up till now, even though we'll be on every day at 3:30 Hawaii Standard Time, daily, Monday through Friday, there's a lot of testing going on, okay? Like, take, for instance, ow, man, my throat, that'll be good. Okay, Mike is hot. This is what Nani is saying. Okay, let me bring that down a little bit. Is that better? There, Nani? You let me know. Nani Aloha is an associate producer, and she's like sends me texts and messages and says, yeah, hey, this is going on, that's going on, because I'm always goofing around with things. Let me give you a little 10-cent tour in case you're just joining us. This is the main shot. This over here over my left, that's the editing bay where I create the news items that we played throughout the show. I'll explain those in just a bit. This shot here is, I don't know what we call it, the green screen shot, because sometimes I do things in front of this, that green screen behind me. That's my laptop station. This is the Rodecaster Pro that I do the audio on, and that's where, this is the slider that controls what Nani was just mentioning, okay? And then we have the high shot, and this is just because I had an extra camera and wanted to do something with it. I know. Okay, let me take the we're live streaming bug off the screen here and get back to this, okay? So there we go. Now, what we do here, so you know, is I clip different news items and we throw them in throughout the show. Now, this is just to give the people who are interested in Hawaii some idea of what's going on. In fact, here, let me tell you, show you what we have. In fact, tell me if this is too dramatic. Yeah, I have a lot of time on my hands. Okay, so what you're looking at here off of my right shoulder is a list of the videos that we have for you today. First of all, the police in Hawaii are going high-tech because there's such a shortage of police officers, and they're going to be rolling out their high-tech stuff in Waikiki, okay? And then, guess what? The bison have moved on Kauai. Did you know there were bison on Kauai? I didn't. I went, what? Bison? They're moving them to someplace else in the hopes of creating a tourist destination. Because you know how many people go, hey, honey, let's go to Hawaii. Oh, why do you want to go there? Oh, I like check out the bison. I don't know. Good luck to them, and you never know. It might work, okay? Then we're going to go to the big island of Hawaii, or Hawaii Island, and take a look at an area on that island where the water bill will give you a nosebleed. I know. Then there's a new agricultural law that they're naming after a farmer who was defending his land and paid the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, that's as best I can say it without, getting YouTube upset. Okay, we're going to take a look at that in just a bit. And then Hokulea is heading for Tahiti. Now, if you don't know Hokulea, it's a Hawaiian sailing canoe that was originally created to prove that Tahitians could reach Hawaii and that we could go back and forth. They've been doing it for over 20 years now. But guess what? This last voyage ran into some inclement weather, as they say. Okay? Oh, and then we have one more bonus video that Rick S. sent me, and it is a drone shot of the banyan tree on Maui. Now, if you don't know this banyan tree, it has come to represent the resiliency of Lahaina and the people rebuilding and coming back literally from the ashes. Okay, so let's now go to the big board and say hi to some of the people who have come on board. Okay, there we go. Oh, finally, Andy Bumatai and the Hamajang Gang had a hard time coming on. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, we're driving back from the airport. Rental car, 3 tires and 1 donut replacement. What? Okay, I won't ask. C. Honda, thanks for being here. C. Honda is another one of our moderators. We have Nani Aloha, also an associate producer. C. Honda, Devin, Rick S., Shakalaka, all helping the bowling ball stay on the lane and out of the gutter, okay? Oh no, Miles, best of luck. Hey, Dana, how you? Where are they moving the bison to? I don't know, but it's from what we'll show you the video, but it's 50 miles from wherever they were. I don't know. I hope they get their deposit back. You know how bisons are once they move. I know. Panel, aloha, more tourists tossing. Yay. Yeah, you saw that picture of the bison with the jeans hanging from its horns. Famous, I know. I don't think there was bison on, I didn't know. No, I didn't think there was bison on Kauai. Wow. Well, there are. I played on that tree when I was a keiki. Yes, I know many people did. How's it, Guchikawa, stand-up comic? I know, living 2 hours out of Las Vegas, and I hope to see you. If you're coming, I wanted to ask you, Gooch, are you playing at the Dry Bar Comedy thing in St. George, Utah? Augie played that. We were thinking about doing it on this little last trip, but on this future trip we have coming up. Hi, June Kubaska. No, Kubasang. I used to say it really well, June, and now I'm locking up. Anyway, Aloha Gang finally got you live. Oh, thank you. Kubasic or Basic, we'll see. Okay, there, that's it. See, oh, aloha, Darlene. Everybody saying how's it to everybody else. Oh, Q Basic. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Nani. Let me see how my little thing works. Boop. There we go. Oh, and I have to hit the dang. There we go. Okay, now let's take a look at this first news item. Again, let's do the little dealie here. And this one is, it's high-tech policing, all right? Let's watch.
Law enforcement isn't just boots on the ground anymore. They're turning to drones in the sky, data on demand, and a new game-changing network.
With fewer officers on the streets and more calls coming in, they're turning to smart tech to close the gaps. Waikiki is going high-tech in a new push to help catch criminals and support officers already stretched thin.
You may not have a cop on every corner, but definitely you have technology on every corner.
The Department of Law Enforcement is
Which really creeps a lot of people out, I guess, especially if you're a criminal.
creating a real-time operations center to fight crime, turning to cutting-edge tools to track suspects faster.
Our license plate readers, as well as being able to tap into existing cameras in the area,
Wow.
really give us a real-time sense of what's going on.
They're also using next-gen drones as first responders to fill staffing gaps.
This allows us to be very efficient. Being that everybody in law enforcement is short, we can know that this violator is moving.
What did he say? Everybody in law enforcement is short? Why don't they just hire taller people? I don't... I'm sorry, okay.
In this direction, and we can be much more efficient in how we use resources.
He says they currently have 10 drones and plan to keep several in locations around Waikiki.
Wow.
DLE is working with the Honolulu Police Department, businesses, and organizations to ensure the safety via technology program can increase security presence, share data, and improve response times. He says Waikiki is the perfect testing ground.
I think it's a great place to pilot it and show what technology does in this mixed environment. You have residents that live in Waikiki, you have businesses, and of course you have tourists.
According to Lambert, the Waikiki pilot has funding for 3 years at a cost of roughly $500,000. This room might not look like much now, but in just a few weeks, this is going to be the home base for the real-time operations center.
There's going to be rows of desks with computers.
He says it will be ready to go in July.
About how many people do you foresee manning this center?
At peak time during large operations, maybe about 10. And then,
10? With all the equipment, they better have fans.
through normal Monday through Friday activity, maybe 3 or 4.
While the RTOC is located right below his office, he says they hope to have satellite terminals in the field, acting like digital eyes and ears, making the entire system smarter and more efficient.
Even the drone pilots would probably be sitting at a desk here and then, operating the drones. And it's cool because they could be sitting right here and then operating a drone in Big Island.
It's law enforcement with a modern twist. And for Waikiki, it could be a smarter way to stay safe.
Lambert says that they are also working with the Department of Hawaiian Homelands to monitor several areas that have had problems with crime there.
Oh, Nani just sent me a text message. Her personal volume went out on her system, so she can't hear me. Okay. Oh, sorry, Nani. She just sent me a thing. Fixed. That was quick. Congratulations, right there. Okay. By the way, for those, again, who are just joining us, we're on a number of different platforms, including 2 YouTube channels, 2 Facebook channels, LinkedIn, Twitch, and we stopped doing Instagram, and I'll tell you why in a sec, but we today we're on Kick. Okay, so what is that, 7, 8? I lost count. Okay, so when you're looking at the people in the chat, you'll see a little a logo in the bottom left-hand corner. Like when I bring up Sam Bittner here, you see that little Twitch logo there. That means he's on Twitch, and then C Honda here is on YouTube. That's primarily where we get our comments. Even though Gooch Kawa is on Facebook. I need to check out Dry Bar. Oh, you don't know Dry Bar? Dry Bar, number one, they're perfectly clean, and number two, they when you perform there, they take that and they put it on their television network. So I think there's a residual once you perform for them. Anyway, that's but they're in Utah, I don't know, you'd have to talk to Augie. You know Augie, give him a shout. Here. And there's Brian on, I never click on him good enough. There he is, he's on Facebook. Okay. There we go. Hey, Terry in Scotland. There's our Twitch man right there. Follow Terry in Scotland. He has his own show. Yes. You can find Andy at facebook.com. Oh, thank you, Rick. There you go. Yeah, if you're so inclined to be on Facebook. By the way, also, I will be in Las Vegas at Delirious Comedy Club on 7/11. Do not mix that up with the venue I'm performing at. And that's a Friday. And then the next day, which is a Saturday, we'll be in I guess it is in Pasadena at the Ice House, okay, with, I'll be there with Kamaka Brown. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, hold on, I might have some, by the way, if here's here's Delirious. I think I can do this, cross your fingers, beep. Okay, yeah. So here's the Delirious Comedy Club website where you go to buy the tickets. Okay, and then here is my website with a poster of Kamaka Brown and I. We will be there. Okay, that's good. Oh, you know what I wanted to try out? I wonder if this will work. And again, these are all what we used to call black hat sessions where I try stuff out, right? I thought there was a way if I can see the, okay, I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself here, but if I hit this button, did it post something? I don't know how to post to the chat. Oh, there. No, that's not it. Stand-up shows. Oh, it didn't work. And I don't know where to put something. Okay, forget it. Anyway, so there we go. I'm in Las Vegas, and then after that, Pasadena. Ooh, aloha Gooch. Yeah, there's Melissa saying hi to Gooch Kawa. Melissa McDowell, a.k.a. Shakalaka. That's right. Okay. So let's see what else we have. We had we're trying another thing out too. Okay, and we have a merch site. We've had one for years. I never mentioned it. That we put a little bit of work into it some years ago, but I decided to try and dust it off. Okay, so here's the merch site. Let me show you what we have, and then again, work in progress. What we have here is we have T-shirts. This one says "Enough already," okay, and we have the Daily Pidgin stickers. These are die-cut stickers that people used to put on their bottles. The tote bags. We'll go to the site and I'll show you a little more. This is the No Bara Me tumbler, because sometimes, and the Daily Pidgin Live mug. Okay, so there's enough already, right? So these are some of the things that we have available. But if I go to, did I? No, I blew it. Oh, here. Here. This is the merch site. If you go to it, I have the link, but I can't figure out how to post on my own site. But you see all the stuff that we have here. And this right here with me with the glasses that I'm clicking on, that's a digital download. It's a stand-up comedy album, but only available here on this site. And you notice over here we have some kids' clothes and stuff. But anyway, I went here, looked around, and these are all a bunch of black shirts. I don't know. Well, actually, I guess they're not all black. You can go here, and then you can pick the color you like. So if you want a red one or a blue one, I guess. Oh, what color is this? Purple. Oh, okay. There you go. So you'll see us pimping that out, later on when we get better at it. Okay. And there's none. Oh, look at this. Nani puts these bugs up here. You see that there? This thing up here is all the different platforms that we're on and what have you. Okay, so now let's go check out another news item. What time we got? Oh, we're not doing too bad. Okay. Now, here, once again, wait a minute, bring that up. Yeah, okay. See, we did that. We did high-tech policing. Now we're doing, oh yes, Kauai bison. The Kauai bison? Yeah, I know. I've been there a million times. Pretty cool, though. Check it out.
All new tonight, more than 100 bison make a 50-mile journey on Kauai in one day.
Our Ben Gutierrez spoke to the rancher who hopes to...
I'll bet you that Uber driver was, what? All of them? I know.
eventually open their new pasture to tourists.
The bison that once roamed a wet, lush pasture on Kauai's North Shore are now making a new home on the island's dry west side, and they may also provide an economic boost to an area that's sure.
Which side is better for them? I don't know who I'm asking, but yeah, wet or dry? I would guess dry.
Could use it. You may recall this iconic photo, an American bison on the Honolulu shoreline, one of dozens that got loose during an historic flood in 2018. 3 months ago, that same herd went through another roundup.
It rained, we got there, it was raining, it was cold. It almost felt like, you know, the same kind of vibe of as the flood.
Mackenzie Wellington's father-in-law, Stuart, led a team from Honolulu Bison Ranch that transported 108 bison in a convoy of 17 trucks and trailers to a plateau near Waimea in West Kauai.
A little bit on the drier side, so it does resemble the Great Plains. But the difference is the backdrop, you have Ni'ihau on your left and Waimea Canyon on your right.
The move was done in a single day after 2 years of planning.
We put in plenty of work, plenty of guardrail, I-beams. We had to pound everything, weld everything up. Wow. Yeah, a lot of time went into it, a lot of work, all for 1 day of use.
My job during the movement was to make sure the gates were set up properly so that boots could go on one side.
The bison are now getting used to their new home, 300 acres of Gay and Robinson ag land above Pakala Village. Their presence is seen as a way to keep the land productive and profitable in an area once dominated by sugarcane.
We really wanted to have an impact on the west side economy. Since the plantation left, the west side's economy has struggled.
The owners say the herd has taken well to their new environs.
Our intentions are to get a tour, an ag tour going. We want to share this magnificent animal. I mean, they're totally awesome.
The ranch also wants to increase the herd size because of the high demand for their meat. Wellington says for now, he'll let them roam.
We feel that the bison is a bonus. That you wouldn't expect it in the middle of the Pacific. But while you're here, you might as well look at them.
Wellington says they'll see how the new bison do on the new land for the rest of the year before starting up any tours. And for now, it will keep the name Honolulu Bison Ranch. Ben Gutierrez, Hawaii News Now.
Oh, wow. So Gooch Kawa looked it up. They like dry or wet. Preferably dry, though. West side is so hot and dry for them. Yeah, I guess so, though. But, you know, according to Gooch, they're cool with that. Bison taste great. Oh, why is my watch buzzing? Keone in the chat, YouTube. Yeah, I saw that, Nani. I said hi to him. Oh, man. Oh, bison. I'd have never thought it. And, you know, the idea that they would include that in the report, and you can eat them. Right. So come down and check out our tourist attraction, because if it gets too slow, you know, I know, bison beef jerky. Oh, my goodness. It would be bison jerky, huh? Isn't beef cow? No beefy scrap, stupid. Where you from? I thought you was country. Oh. What in the name of Blaine Bison is going on here? I have no idea. You're asking me? You gotta ask one of the moderators. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Pakala has a lot of Ni'ihau families, and new area for bison is probably on Robinson Island, on Robinson land. You mean they own, the Robinsons own land outside of Ni'ihau? I didn't know that, Keone. Yeah. Yeah, warn the tourists, don't go too close to the bison. They are wild animals, dumb people. And here at Yellowstone, that tourist lady, yeah, that's the shot I was talking about. You know, where there was a shot of that bison standing here, those bloody jeans hanging from one of his horns, and someone said, "Beware of the bison." I know. Who? You and Augie go ride them? Yeah, right. You kidding? I just ride my motorcycle because it starts and stops when I want it to. Yeah, this one at least. I've had motorcycles that weren't as obedient, but yeah. Hey, Corey Titaman, check it out. Check out the bison Lao Lao. Yeah. Corey, we like eat bison Lao Lao. Just go out there and grab one. Bring them back here. We wait. Yeah, take your guitar. I know they like Slecky. Kihualo. Just, and then lull them, grab them, bring them back, and we're going to grind them. Ooh. Makai, you get to pick your lobster dinner. Mauka, you pick your bison for dinner. I'll have that big one with the horns. Yeah, just bring them over to the table. Kalua bison. Ooh, need one back hole. Think about that. The Robinsons. Oops, sorry. Bison Musubi. The Robinsons own a lot of land on the west side. Waimea, Pakala. Really, I didn't know that. That's surprising. Well, how would I know? I mean, I don't work for the real estate company, but an indigenous artist made a bead necklace of the bison with the jeans. Is that a joke? But now I made a beaded necklace of the bison with the jeans. I don't know. That joke. If someone can find it, Nani, if you can find it, text it, and I'll throw it up. Or any of the moderators, if you can text me that picture, bison with jeans on horns. I guess I could do it. But Sam Bittner, I've seen our Costco ground bison meat here on the mainland. Not sure if on Hawaii Costco. Man, I don't know if I don't know why that just weirds me out a little, to have a tourist attraction of bison that you eat, And to the left, you'll see a beautiful herd of bison. These are the ones we don't eat. Hey, Devin, how you? Cindy. Oh, she's saying hi to Cindy Krause. I know. Ooh. Hey, how's it, DJ Smook? The Smookmeister in the... Oh, it's a true story. Okay. Is it that same one? I guess that must have been years ago then. Those were some big jeans, too. I was thinking, what? Okay. Okay, so let's go back and see what's up. Hold on. I like my little triangle noise. So we did bison, and now we're going to do Hawaii's. Oh, this one here. Okay. Evan, we all know things are expensive in Hawaii, okay? And neighbor islands, outside of Oahu, even more expensive. Evidently, on the big island Right. Oh, hey, wait. Hold on. Before I do that, let me drag this on. This is the one I was talking about. Here. Can you imagine? Oh, there you go. How was your vacation? Well, here's one of the pictures. That's the shot right there. Thank you, Nani. That was quick. Okay. Anyway, expensive in Hawaii, expensive in neighbor island, big island. Now there's a small pocket that really has been suffering. Okay, let's check it out.
All right. Hey, let's talk about incredibly expensive water bills over in Waimea.
Yeah, well, not just here in Waimea. Actually, it's down the hill over next to Kauai High Harbor. There's a wonderful community, Hawaiian homesteads. It's called Kailapa. And they've been facing not only water scarcity, but some of the most exorbitant water bills you could ever imagine. They pay almost 6 times what the rest of us here in the county of Hawaii pay.
How much?
That sounds, I know that area. I mean the weather is spectacular. It's a beautiful place to live. But 6 times, that's a lot.
That's a lot, and it's ridiculous. And you're right, it is. The views from Kailapa are amazing. You can see all the way down the Kona coast, see all the way up to Maui. You know, during the winter when the whales are here, you can see them splashing around all over the place. I mean, it is such a spectacular view. But the problem is that they're in a very dry place. They get less than 7 to 10 inches, of rain in that neighborhood, in that area. And then there's also been a lot of water diversion above them. So they have a lot of struggles with trying to get water in their neighborhood. They tried drilling, a while back, and it just didn't quite work out. And so they've had to get water from a nearby neighborhood called Kohala Ranch. And, Kohala Ranch, supplies the water across the gulch, but they don't do it for free. Unfortunately, there's service charges that have caused these bills, to just skyrocket.
How much?
It used to be that DHHL would subsidize these service fees, but they stopped doing it about a decade ago. And so the bills that these people face is just crippling.
Okay, so what's the next step for residents? Because they got to be concerned about this.
Yeah, they've been working on this for a while. I mean, they're paying, $300, $400, $500 a month on water. That's $6,000 a year on water, which makes it so hard to do all the other things that you would expect to do, here in Hawaii. So they've been working. One of the things that did happen was that service charge that was so exorbitant has been dropped. And so they're hoping that in early July, when they get their bills, that they'll see a significant decrease in what they're having to pay for their water.
Now, I know that a lot of people are watching their money belts right now and trying to, they're concerned about this. You're going to have more on this coming up, right?
Yeah, we did a deeper dive on the Hawaii Radio Hour, which is going to be on Hawaii Public Radio at 4 o'clock tonight. And what we did is we talked to a writer, Keali'i Thone, who did a really, really well-researched article about Kailapa. And we're eager to share more of the details and, really get into what's going on down in Kailapa.
All right. Once again, not only covering Kailapa, but also Hawaii Island and more of what everybody in Hawaii faces, issues like that. Naka Nathaniel joining us from Hawaii Island this morning. Brother, have a wonderful week. We'll see you next weekend.
All right. Aloha.
Wow. When I was in Hawaii 20 years ago, I was stunned at how much people relied on water catchment in sources. So water is so costly, right? Well, and again, Keone Nunes can correct me if I'm wrong on this. What I was under the impression that Waipahu was named for the catchment, all the catchment air, things, because Wai is water and Pahu is like bucket or bowl or whatever, right? Am I right about that? Isn't that how Waipahu got its name? Hey, Captain, how you better? Hilo get choke water free. Yeah. You guys don't know how to turn it off. Yeah. I was in Hilo the other day and it rained. I couldn't believe it. I went, what? Crazy. Yeah. You know what? Something just dawned on me. I have a video that goes through that Kauai area, and it is the video is just gorgeous, you know. I know. Ooh. Yeah, Melissa saying hi to Captain. Ooh. Captain and I ride motorcycles together. Yeah. Got that cool video of us doing that run, you know, where you were black and white and you were kicking your bike, and as soon as it started, it went to color. That was so creative. OMG. Buddy Freaky, how's it? Oh, never clickanize them good enough. Yeah. Okay, wait. Back to the big board. I like to see the... I do this primarily because a lot of people are on their phones watching this stuff. And I do this so that Kona side catchment, all the properties in Hawaii. It was Kona side. Oh, really? Was it? Hey, come in. There we go. Oh, I wonder if I should try and... I tell you what, I have got to take another look at that list here. Oh, man, look at that. Look at it. Those are blood stains right there, too, in the middle, as you can see, right? Ooh. Concrete menace. Aloha, Uncle. Are you Concrete Menace? So, with a name like that, I was expecting a motorcycle in the background. Is there one? Kind of small? Can I see? Maybe we'll throw you on the big board and see if we can see a two-wheeled menace in the back of your avatar there. Okay, hold on. I got to check out Concrete Menace. Okay, here we go. Anybody see a motorcycle back there? Could be. But you got a high-vis mask on. That's part of it. Ooh. Ah, yeah, yeah, that picture was from the LA protest. Oh, the necklace Panel mentioned. Oh, man, there you go if you want to see it. By the way, when Shock and any of the moderators post something like that and there's a link, it's generally clickable. So, pro tip, there we go. Ooh, concrete pump. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. Well, it's got a motor. Naf. Thanks for being here. Mahalo nui loa. Okay. Let's see what else we got going. By the way, Concrete Menace, where are you coming in from? Let us know. You know, what area, what zip code, are you within striking distance? You know, that kind. Let's see what else we got here. I just love this. By the way, I did 2 of these. This is how anal I am. I have this one. And then the other one. Which one do you like better? That one? But, that might get a little old, so I made this one. See? A little more subtle. Okay, what time we got? Oh, we got about 20 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Cool. Let's take a look. Wait a minute. I'm all caught up there. Cool beans. None of my stuff worked where I can post. I got to figure that out. There's supposed to be a way where I can post in the chat, and I forgot how. Okay, so we looked at Nosebleed $500 a month water bills. Man, I'm in shock. Okay, Keone, come on, man. How much do you pay? Okay, we're going to pause here and give Keone a chance. How much? He's in Thailand, by the way. And if he isn't hired sometime soon by the, Thailand, national authority for getting people to go live there. I don't know. Primetime PP, hey, I love how good you are with the technology. Oh, man, thank you. Still looks incredible. Mahalo, PP, how are you? Primetime PP. If this is the PP with the, that works with the brothers and stuff, I think that's you. Mahalo, because coming from you, that means a lot. Yes. Thailand is made of water. Oh, here we go. Are you ready? Drum roll. And water in Thailand, $12 for 4 months. You know, you should hook up with one of the guys on Kauai High and just, you know, they probably wouldn't mind the Amazon charges. Look at that. I was so close. Yes, Mad Statter, you were. Isn't that amazing? Ding, 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 ding. I know. Okay, anyway, I'm ignoring what's on the screen. Okay, let's see. We had Big Island. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at some new agricultural crime laws. Now, they had to do this, and I don't want to mention it because sometimes YouTube is sensitive about what you say when people are unalived, as they say. But this is so sad, but needed. Okay, button. Don't give me grief.
Leaders in the Agriculture community met today to discuss upcoming changes with the anticipated passing of Duke's Law, named after a West Oahu man who was shot and killed on his farm last year. The bill will increase penalties for crimes on ag land and is pending Governor Green's signature. Nikki Schenfeld reports.
Farmers, the Department of Ag, Hawaii Farm Bureau, Cattlemen's Council, and lawmakers met with the Department of Law Enforcement to talk about targeting thieves and trespassers on ag land once Duke's Law is signed into law next week.
Well, the message that we want to send out to these poachers and these criminals is there's a new sheriff in town, and we're not playing games anymore with criminal activity happening on ag land. If you do the crime, you're going to do the time.
Look what they're doing. They're going into these farms and just setting the tractors on fire. Why? I don't get it.
If signed by Governor, starting July 1st, DLE would launch its ag enforcement pilot program with 9 officers. 4 would be on Oahu, 4 on Hawaii Island, and 1 officer who would control both units.
The biggest thing that we want the criminals to know is that the ag community is fed up, and law enforcement hears it, and it's going to be a sure thing that penalties will be stiff.
Moving forward, habitual offenders will face felony charges and jail time. Lambert says prior to this legislation, criminals might be hit with a fine. With the pilot program, DLE would be able to use drones to catch trespassers and use license plate recognition cameras.
It could take 30 to 40 minutes for an officer to investigate. In theory, if we were to have a drone at this location, it could be out in a minute, and we could at least begin to capture that violation. And although we may not have that instant type of 911 type of arrest, our detectives can follow up, and that location could still receive justice.
The Hawaii Farm Bureau says ag crimes cost Hawaii farmers and ranchers $15 million a year.
Agricultural crimes is such a big issue for farmers and ranchers, and for the legislature or policymakers to recognize it's a crime and to pass this historic bill is going to make a difference.
Duke's Law was named after Cranston Pia, who was killed during an argument with hunters who were trespassing on his farm.
With this
that was on the west side, too, over there, where Israel Kamakawiwa Ola used to have his concerts. That's the same plot of land. He was so giving with his property. And look.
Culture bill, his name's going to live on. And there's hope for the people on the west side. Farmers, ranchers, there's hope. And I had never had the highest faith expectation that I have right now, the Department of Law Enforcement. I know it's going to get done.
Governor Green is expected to sign Duke's Law into law next week. He has until July 1st. Nikki Schenfeld, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Is there a problem with the kick guys? Somebody was saying something. Kick, we hear shakalaka, kick guys all muted, but they get through Restream first. So what, don't do kick, is that what you're saying? We just, remember we used to do them, and then I guess we stopped, I know, putting, exactly, the guys were hunting, they were pig hunting and he went over and went, Bob, what you doing? Come on, you cannot be doing that. And then boom, one thing led to another. And, hard for argue with people who carry weapons. Who, Andy, all you get on Kick is people trying to sell followers. All the streams keep dropping. All the streams keep dropping. Oh, okay. Kick was doing spam for followers and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys must be doing an amazing job because I'm not seeing any of it here. Do you think I can go to a restream? Well, it's, we only got about 15 minutes. But you know what? If I go to restream, do you think I can turn them off? Hold on. I'm goofing with this here right now. You got me thinking about it here, and I'll go here and then go to, I don't think you can turn it off in real time. Here, I just, okay, I just turned it off. Okay, so no more Kick, no more Instagram, and no more Rumble. The reason we turned off Instagram, by the way, was because it only would broadcast it in that vertical format. And I was like, what? No, that's not us. Oh, I know. Okay. Law enforcement, not what? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Let's go to this the big board because I got a feeling that I feel like hunters and stuff are taking advantage of lack of law and availability. I think it's because they're out in the middle of what they think is nowhere, and I should be able to hunt. I'm not doing anything except killing the pigs and firing a gun in whatever direction I like. Regardless of how close I could be to whatever. That's kind of the mentality, right? When we were young, we used to hunt out there and stuff, but it was primarily dogs catching the pig and then us running over and dealing with the pig after the dogs have stopped them. Now maybe it still works like that. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it, by the way. I did it 1 or 2 times with my dad and went, not necessarily my cup of tea. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Water chargers. I feel you know what the deal is. A Concrete Menace on the Big Island in that one area near the Kauai Harbor. It's just they can't get water there, so they have to bring it from all these different places. They tried like the guy said, tried drilling a well, but never worked. I know. Man. I am all dog and knife. Yeah, that was my friend. He had this big knife, catch him right under the, over here, the pig, boom, drop him like, it didn't suffer. And ate all of it, literally. So let's see. Exactly, Corey. Off the hook is agreeing with Corey Titterman here, who is saying bad guys, hard for outlaws, stupid. That's what they're doing. I mean, like that business of just burning the tractors for no reason. Now, maybe, there was a competing farmer who, whatever, but still. Oh, you got him, Uncle. Yeah, thank you. Ooh, little sore from fence building. Really? Oh. And who were you trying to bridge a relationship with? I do not know. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's go. Oh, we got about 10 more minutes. Not bad, the timing. Okay. Let's go to here again. And so we have a launching pad. I can make sure I'm in the right place. We looked at the new ag crimes, and now we're looking at Hokulea. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have this is how lamazoid I am. Did you see me count? The reason I'm doing that, look at this. Can you see the labels on here? Oh, you can't see them. They literally say wait. Yeah, you kind of see them there. I actually have them labeled big numbers because, yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let's take a look at the Hokulea coming soon to Tahiti.
Crews aboard the Hokulea and Hikianali'i are now expected to reach the island of Raiatea in French Polynesia Tuesday morning. The Polynesian Voyaging Society says ocean conditions have not been favorable. Mahealani Richardson has the story from Tahiti.
Aloha, yorag, bonjour from Papaete, Tahiti. We arrived here last night and soon we'll be on our way to the beautiful island of Raiatea. Right behind me is Moorea, and I can tell you just being here in French Polynesia, it is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Now we are here with a group from Kamehameha Schools which will be welcoming the Hokulea as part of a ceremony and also providing cultural protocols for the crew and the people here of French Polynesia. Now exactly when Hokulea will arrive in Raiatea, we don't know, but at last night at about 9:30, we heard from the Polynesian Voyaging Society that the crew did see the lights of Rangiroa, which is part of the Tuamotu Islands. Now you can track all of the Hokulea's.
Look at this shot. OMG, how beautiful is this? You know? Wow. And you can see how the navigators would like lower themselves in the water and be able to feel all the currents, because right from here you can kind of see them. You can see them from the different directions where they're coming. Wow, Nainoa Thompson's world.
Followings and see all of their news releases on hokulea.com. There you can see exactly where Hokulea and Hikianalia are. Of course, we'll have more stories from French Polynesia all week and in the coming weeks. Reporting from Papaete, French Polynesia, I'm Mahealani Richardson with Hawaii News Now.
Wow, she's so nice, by the way. I interviewed her when I had my In the Car show that I had to pull the plug on for different reasons. Anyway, she was in the car and I said, were any news, difficult for you? And she was talking about how she was trying to do a story on a mother whale who lost her baby. And she says, I was on prime time news and I almost couldn't keep myself. And she started crying in the car. I know. Absolutely beautiful. The island looks so nice. Oh, amazing. Yeah, so cool. What a shot. Too. Oh, aloha, Hiram. How goes it? That's from Darlene S. there. And speaking of the S's, as in Darlene S. and Rick S., her husband, who have been here, and we hung out, and they walked around with a photo Luke, and I think I made a little video of that, and it's somewhere, but we had a great time. Hey, no comment, how you? Just making it in, squeaking in under the wire as we about to wrap it up here. It's... let's see, what time is it? Oh, 24, 5 more minutes. Excuse me, 6. As we head to the bottom of the hour. Oh, want to raid Spirit? Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Do we, let's see, I'm trying to see. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's raid Spirit. Nani's just sent me a message asking if we wanted to raid Spirit. Now, what raid means, and I'll get back to what I was talking about in a second, but on the Twitch side, who's ever watching on Twitch, Nani can set it up so that we raid in mass to another person who's doing a show. It's called a raid, but it's only on Twitch. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or any of the other platforms, you would have to manually go to see Spirit Music. Spirit Music, he's a guitarist who been, he and I, known each other for years when I was on Twitch exclusively. Great guy, hardworking, and he does that thing where, he builds one part and then another part and then another part, and pretty soon you're listening to Stairway to Heaven, and you went, oh, is that what that was? And he just builds it out of thin air. It's beautiful. Anyway, yeah, sometimes little details can dampen enthusiasm for sure. Interesting sale facts about Hokulea. Looping, thank you. Thank you, Brian. That's what he does. He's a looper? I don't know. It doesn't sound very good. But that's what he does. Yeah, I had Mahealani. I had Mahealani in a summer school class I taught at Kamehameha. She still remembered that class when I saw her recently. Yes, she is a wonderful person. Just amazing. So, sorry, I get mean gala. I was starting to say about Rick and Darlene S. Okay, they were here and they hung out, but on last Friday's show, we were talking about the banyan tree and Lahaina, because Lahaina is now slowly coming back, literally from the ashes. And I mentioned someone asked about the banyan tree, so Rick sent me a little video that someone took of that banyan tree, and it's really cool. Unfortunately, I forgot to get the name of the person who shot the footage, because I think they have a YouTube channel, because there's a bug in the corner when you watch the video, but I forgot. So e kalamai to whoever shot this, and if you know, let me know, and we'll give them credit when we can, okay? So this takes us into Lahaina. Let's look at the banyan tree.
Okay, we're now flying right over the top of the Lahaina harbor and heading in the direction of the banyan tree.
There it is.
The banyan tree has become a symbol of Lahaina's resilience after the fire. So I recorded a separate flight that circles the tree to give you a full perspective of how the tree is doing almost 2 years after the fire.
Almost 2 years, wow. Look at that.
Now, before the fire, the banyan tree's branches extended almost all the way to Front Street. So
that's Front Street's the one closest to us right now.
So as you can see, a big portion of the tree did not survive the fire and had to be removed. But the portion that does remain is nice and green and appears to be thriving.
There's that. This is who shot it right here. Thank you, Rick. Lahaina Maui drone update. Right. This is there any progress? Video by Jesse G. Wald. Thank you, Jesse G. Wald. And thank you, Rick S., for digging that up for us, because I got to tell you, I remember how many people were going, please, let the banyan tree survive, because again, like Mr. Wald was saying there, it does represent the rise from the ashes, the phoenix, amazing. Whew. Oh, and here Shock just posted that this on. In the chat, and again, anything she posts is hot, so if you click it, you want to go there. And there are longer videos. That's the short one. Okay, yeah, she'll come back strong and full. Yeah, but that whole, it looks like almost half of it was gone, because you can tell where the benches used to be underneath the canopy of the tree. Wow, I loved that tree when I was little. Yep, yeah, a lot of people did too. Especially rats. You ever be in the tree and go, oh, this is cool. Okay, Hokulea had 3 different sails: crab claw, the first several voyagers, chopstick, and schooner rigs. I was fortunate to have sailed on the first 2. You're the man, Keone. I know. It's so good. We are so fortunate to have Keone Nunes be involved in our show. And, my high school buddy, but still, aside from that, just the wealth of knowledge. Really, really appreciate the mana. Okay, what am I doing? Why do I keep clicking Keone? Okay, looks like we're rating, and that's perfect timing because we're right at the bottom of the hour. We are rating Spirit Music on Twitch. So everybody else, mahalo nui loa. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And mahalo for watching. Okay? I'm going to hit the button. I'll see you tomorrow. Tree Turtles, Hawaii Standard Time. Doot.